Hello, how are you? Sorry I couldn't upload a video last week. It has been crazy and I didn't have the time to do it on Monday, then again on Tuesday, and then I just decided I'll just do it this week. Last week wasn't very good for me. I'm really worried about some things that happened. I think we might be having a very serious problem with the great influence that churches are having in our political system. I'll try to explain in very few words. There's something that anyone who has studied a little knows. Nothing is natural. Everything is socially constructed. This is not only a feminist principle, but also a common ground in anthropology and the social sciences. There's no discussion about that. But what does it mean exactly? It means that we learn to be ourselves as we grow up. We learn how to behave. We are not like cats that instinctively know where to pee and poo and how to survive in the wild. We build our human structures and then we teach our kids how to function in these structures. And this is what explains all different kinds of structures we have in different places of the world and with different populations. There's no natural instinct that tells women how to be women. How am I so sure of that? Because if something was natural, every woman in every place in the globe would behave exactly the same, perform exactly the same activities, like exactly the same things. But women are different from one another, not only in different civilizations, but even here in our society. If you look closely, you will find women who don't want to get married, or women who don't even consider a relationship to be something essential in their lives, or women who don't want to have kids, women who don't like to wear dresses, women who are not delicate princesses, women who are excellent drivers, women who are not emotional and tender and caring. So, women are not born to do anything. Women learn to do things, and they are more encouraged to do some things and discouraged to do others. But this is not what religions believe. And consequently, this is not what religious people believe. They believe men and women have a very specific role and that this role was divinely ordered and that these roles must not be questioned. God told us that men are tough and strong and must be the head of the family. And God told us that women are weak and submissive and they must be wives and mothers and obey their husbands because husbands know better. I really don't care what religious people think. I don't care what the Bible says. It's not my job to tell people what to believe. You can believe in whatever you want. I really don't care. What's the problem then? What bothers me is that religious people are nowadays more than ever in positions of power. And they are deciding how we should live our lives. And this doesn't only bother me, it's making me desperate. I am horrified. The role of public schools is to be inclusive of all kinds of students. Of course, the role of the school is also to teach math, Portuguese, the sciences. And the school does that, at least tries to. But most of all, schools have to teach kids to be good citizens, whatever it means. The role of the public school is to be universal. Although this is almost an impossible goal, the school has to at least try. And schools have to promote peace and harmony between all different kinds of people who live in this country. How do we teach that? We teach tolerance by talking about all these difficult subjects. We teach people to respect homosexuals and women and black people by talking about sex and gender and race. There will be no solution unless the school deals with these subjects. What are religious fundamentalists saying? They're saying that there is no room for this kind of discussions in our schools. They're saying that this kind of education is the job of the family. We know that this strategy hasn't been working so well since statistics about crimes motivated by gender, sex, and race have only been increasing. So, leaving this job to the family is not an option. But they don't want tolerance to be taught in schools. They don't want their kids to see homosexuality as something normal. They want the right to keep teaching their kids that homosexuals are abominations. They want the freedom to continue spreading hatred. And the bad part is they're winning. 13 states in Brazil have already discussed the state educational plan, and from these 13, 8 have excluded the topics about gender, race, and sexuality. And I am freaking out about that. They are many, they are strong, and they have a lot of political power. And we are minorities, we have no voice, at least not yet. I am very surprised with how ignorance is winning, and I'm sad. I will keep fighting ignorance, but last week I got really pessimistic about our future. Tomorrow, our city educational plan will be voted in Blumenau. I don't know what will happen, but I think it will turn out to be something bad. I have no high expectations about this. So, maybe next week I have some news for that. See you next week. Bye bye.